Yom Tov, good day. It's time for another Messianic moment with Stephen Bruck. Today is the 31st of January, 2018. And before we start, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my website and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My website is messianicmoment.com, and the subscription button is right up there at the top right corner. And on my videos, you should see my little Messianic moment icon down here in the corner. Please click on that. That should take you to subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And please share me out if you like what you hear. Even if you don't, send me to somebody you don't like. Yeah, but share me out. So today I want to talk about how much I don't care about things. Yeah, I really don't care that I'm apathetic, and some people say I am because I don't care. I guess that's what apathy is. But let me clarify my apathy here. Okay, first of all, I don't care really which politicians are in charge of what they say, because ultimately they always do the same thing. I was a history major. I've studied history my whole life. Really, there are some good presidents, some bad presidents, but pretty much it's always the same. You know, I don't care about sports teams. I don't care who's going to win the Super Bowl. I don't care who does what. I don't care who's in charge of what. I don't care anything about sports teams, really. It's nice. I enjoy sports. I am very active. I've always been in sports. I don't have anything against sports. I just think that in this country, right now, organized sports is more of a religion than anything else. You know? And I don't care that people say the economy is lousy. All right? Again, it's always lousy. It's always been lousy. I think the only time we had a good economy where people might have said, hey, this is great. You know, cheer, cheer, the gang's all here. It was back in the early 1920s. Other than that, we've never had a good economy. So, yeah, I don't care what they say about that. And as far as the other parts of the world, I don't really care what happens there. I'm not an isolationist, but I don't care. You know, we got enough problems in America, you know. Now, there are things I do care about. For instance, I do care that our society is going to heck in a handbasket at an increasing speed. But I don't care to do anything about it. And I'll explain in a little bit why. You know, I do care that, and I really do care, that most of my close associates, my family, my friends, even most of the acquaintances I know, they're all doomed for the second death. I care about that. It bothers me. But I can't do anything about it, you know, except then, other than live my life the best way I can to demonstrate God's grace and to demonstrate how comforting and how joyful it is to have God in my corner when all this dreck is happening in the world. Dreck is Yiddish for garbage. Also, I could use the word source, which is, again, Yiddish for terrible horrors or terrible things. Anyway, so I do care about some things, you know, but my apathy isn't because I don't have compassion for people or because I hate things or because I just think nothing else matters but me. You know, that's not it. In fact, I do have feelings for people. I'm quite a compassionate person. In fact, in most relationships, you have two types of people, a giver and a taker. And there are all levels of this, you know. For instance, a giver could be the kind of person who just gives to everybody and they take advantage, and he's basically everybody's patsy, a sap. Or a giver could be a very strong and influential leader of the community. Same thing for takers. You can have the narcissistic, miserly person who is gimme, 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 or you can have somebody who just, you know, naturally is willing to get together with givers like me and say, hey, can you help me here? Can you help me there? Can you do this? Can you do that? And frankly, I like giving. I enjoy it. The Bible says God loves a cheerful giver, and he's blessed me with that kind of a heart, a servant's heart. And it's not a bad thing to have, believe me, because look at the greatest leader ever, you know, Yeshua, Jesus. And what did he say? He told us he came to serve, not be served, but to serve. So anyway, so I just want to go, I don't want to get off topic, but it's not because I don't care about people that I don't care what happens. You know, and I see in this country we have unbelievable race issues right now. We've never been so polarized in this country, politically or racially, as before, except maybe for the mid-1800s when it was slavery. Back then, it was the ownership of slaves. Today, it's the economic slavery that we see. You know, it's the business slavery. There's still that race issue. We also have sexual perversities that have been happening like a cancer, like colon cancer, you know. It's been getting bigger and bigger, but there have been no signs of it. Now, all of a sudden, boom, this big explosion. Not since the 80s did we have so many sexual harassment charges and perversions and everything. Even now TV's even putting on these commercials, CBS Cares, you know, they have all women talking about how you should come forward. You know, it's terrible. And our children. The worst thing is with our children. We're teaching them the wrong things. We're not teaching our children how to overcome adversity. We're teaching them how to be victims. Everybody's a victim. Everybody can't do anything. I mean, our kids today, come on, really? I mean, they can't have a conversation. They can only use a phone. You know, as far as grammar, spelling, proofreading, forget it. Forget it. I was in business for many, many years. I'm amazed that college students can't write a memo. You know, and look at the postings of what I read on Facebook, what I see. Nobody proofreads. They use improper grammar. They can't tell the difference between there, or two. I mean, I know that English, all languages are dynamic, but come on, really. I mean, there are rules. Kids don't care. Look, our kids today, they can't make change without a calculator. Yeah, they can't tell time on an analog clock. If it's not digital, they can't tell time. I mean, they can't even tie their shoelaces, for Pete's sake. You know, if we did away with Velcro, there'd be shoeless kids all over the country. Yeah, it's crazy. And the rest of the world, oh, come on. We got this nutcase who doesn't even know how to get a proper haircut with his finger on the button in North Korea. Excuse me, in Europe, they're being ravaged by extremist Muslims. The Islamic extremists are, you know, Belgium used to be the place everybody wanted to go to. Nobody wants to go to there now. It's too dangerous. You know, economically, common market's falling apart. You know, and if the Muslim extremists don't take over through terroristic activity, they're going to take over by population growth. Yeah, and Russia, you know, the enemy of the world, the other superpower. They finally learned that it's not military strength, it's cyber power that gets you. But I don't care. I don't care. It's happening. You know, there you have it. The world's coming apart, and I don't care. Yeah, but why don't I care? Why don't I care? I have a reason why I don't care. And it's because this is all supposed to happen. It's been prophesized. Read throughout the Bible. In the Tanakh, all the prophets talk about the Acharit HaYamim, the end days, and the tribulations. And Yeshua tells us that things are going to happen. I don't care what's going on with the climate. Let the climate go to pot, because it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. Yeah. And Revelation, of course. John got the revelation that he wrote about, the tribulation in the end days, the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is not Sabbath, okay? The Lord's day, it's Lord's day, meaning possessive, not plural, many lords, but possessive. The day of the Lord. And that is not the Sabbath. That is not a day of peace and joy and rest. The Lord's day is judgment day, people. Judgment. Yeah, you don't want to be around. But I want it to happen. That's why I'm apathetic about what's happening in the world. I don't care because I don't want to go against it. Actually, I welcome it. I welcome it because the worse things get here on earth, the closer we are coming to Messiah's return. And that's what I care about. I care about the return of Yeshua HaMashiach. I care about God's plan of salvation, which Yeshua started when he was here 2,000 years ago, comes to fruition and comes to completion. That's what I care about. What I care about is getting this done, getting out of this flesh, and being in my eternal body in God's presence. That is what I care about. So, why am I apathetic? Because I care about things more important than what's happening in the world. I don't care what's going on with humans because everything that's happening to us, we deserve. I do care that people I love and care about are going to have problems, but I can't do anything about it. I can only demonstrate through my life how to avoid it. And I do care, absolutely, that God's plan of salvation be done. His will be done. His will be done. You know, it's trying to fix the world, frankly, is kicking against the goads. You know, like when Yeshua knocked Shaul, Paul, that nice Jewish boy from Tarsus who makes sense, knocked him off his horse with the light, you know? And what did he tell him? Stop kicking against the goads. And when we try to fix this world, frankly, in my opinion, folks, we're just kicking against the goads. I'm not going to help it along. I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to try to protect my friends. I'm going to do what I can for my friends and people, but I really don't care that the world's going to hell in a handbasket. I said it. There, I said it. H-E, double hockey sticks. Because it's supposed to happen. And I care about God's plan coming to fruition and being done and His will being performed on earth so that it's all done. So the worse it gets, the better I feel. And that is why I don't care. And I'm apathetic. So Nu, what do you care about? Again, thank you for listening. I will appreciate your time, and please don't forget to subscribe and keep listening. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Baruch Hashem.